So in this segment, we're going to be talking about Boris Johnson, Ian Paisley talking about Boris Johnson, keeping Boris Johnson's attention focused on Northern Ireland is challenging, which is not a surprise because he doesn't actually care, and he hasn't really talked about Northern Ireland in the context of if anything, really recently, which isn't a surprise. So yeah, keeping Boris Johnson's attention on Northern Ireland, very difficult for the DUP. Ian Paisley said it had been difficult to keep Boris Johnson's focused on Northern Ireland and believes Labour has always provided a better deal for the country, which is true. Labour have always consistently done more for the DUP, with the exception of, for Northern Ireland. If you look at something like the Good Friday Agreement, the only exception to the Tory rule would be Theresa May, because she bunged them a load of cash because she was desperate. That's it. You know, she talked about how bad poverty is in Northern Ireland. I was like, that's you, Chief. You're in charge for, what, 6 years at that point? I think that's on you, buddy. The North Antrim MP also said he doesn't trust anyone in politics when asked if he trusted the Prime Minister to resolve the issues around the Northern Ireland Protocol, which is true to the point where I doubt he trusts himself. He'll look in the mirror and say, who's that guy? He can't be trusted. In an interview with GB News, Gloria Del Piero, Mr Paisley said it is important to bring Northern Ireland to the attention of Boris Johnson before things go bad again. And you know what? The irony is the people who are making things go bad is Unionists. The rampant ones who demand the Northern Ireland Protocol go and all of this nonsense. They're the ones that are causing a lot of the trouble. The ones who keep feeding back into the communities that, oh yeah, they're going to trigger Article 16 tomorrow. He added that the province has always had a better deal from the Labour Party, despite the Tories being a natural ally to Unionists, because it's the Conservative and Unionist Party. Ironically, they are the party that's going to split the Union. Anytime we've had a Labour Prime Minister or a Labour Secretary of State, they've understood Northern Ireland usually better, said Mr Paisley. It's almost like one cares more about areas outside of England than the other party. Don't know. Their bark has always been worse than their bite, you might say. We've always kind of had the fear, will Labour take us in a particular direction closer to a united Ireland, which would have probably wouldn't even happened under Jeremy Corbyn, to be honest. Because it's up to the Northern Ireland Secretary to do a border poll, but they have to base it on things like opinion polling and other things, I think, to even do something like a border poll. So again, even if Jeremy Corbyn was in charge, I don't think he would have pushed for a united Ireland. Anti-protocol rallies have continued in recent weeks as Unionists and Loyalist communities demonstrate their anger over the Irish Sea border as a result of the trade agreement. I know people get annoyed. The phrase loyalists, I think it's people who are loyal to the Queen, which the Queen could not care less about these people. However, Mr Paisley said he has become really sceptical when it comes to trusting people in politics after he was asked if the Prime Minister would solve the protocol problem, which we know he's not. He created it. We can only trust the people and that they will hopefully elect sensible people. Well, to be fair, mate, given the fact that Sinn Féin are polling the highest amongst parties in Stormont, don't know how much you'll be believing in the how much you'll trust the people. And then we can trust those people to respond positively. I mean, to be fair, they elected, you guys were the biggest party in Stormont and then you rage quit. So, yeah, not great. He goes, but the idea that I'm trusting this particular politician, I think those days have long since gone, which is true. Don't trust politicians, don't trust what they say, look at what they do. Paisley also said the Conservative Party is becoming more an English nationalist party, which is true. Probably since 2016, since the UKIP has really got involved, and the ERG. Yes, the Tories call themselves the Conservative and Unionist Party, sure, and I could call myself Bruce Lee and pretend I have a six-pack. It's not going to make it reality. But I believe that the Conservative Party today is becoming more and more an English nationalist party that doesn't really understand what's going on in Scotland, certainly in Northern Ireland and in other regions, which is very true, to be honest. They don't know what's going on in Scotland. I mean, you've got a Conservative minister mocking, Douglas Ross, who's the leader of Scottish Tories. That's crazy. Genuinely do not care about the union. And Ian Paisley has talked more and more about this, how the Conservatives aren't concerned with Northern Ireland. They're more obsessed with the Red Wall, which is true. And I've got to try and encourage them and educate them and help them to understand. The thing is, they don't care, Ian Paisley. They don't care about you. They've never really cared about you. They might call themselves the Unionist Party, but they don't really care. If you look at the poverty in Northern Ireland, all of the problems in it, they've had 12 years to do something. They've made it worse, with the exception of Theresa May and the bung cash. That's it. Like, they don't care about you, pal. And I know it's hard. It's difficult. Maybe you need to go to therapy to understand, like, it's unhealthy to love something when it doesn't love you back, mate. I'm really sorry. You had to hear that from me. But, you know, for Unionist community in Northern Ireland, if Boris Johnson and the Tories cared about you so much, they would never have come up with an idea like the Northern Ireland Protocol. What they would have done is kept the entirety of the UK in the EU single market for goods until they can come up with some unicorn technological solution, which would be never. But they sacrificed you guys on the altar of Brexit. That's the thing you got to remember. They don't care for you. You know, if Labour win next time out, that would be your best bet. But even then, it might be too late. It might be too late. The DUP have squandered their chance. Instead of focusing on the everyday, day-to-day issues of the people in Northern Ireland, they decided to kick up a fuss about something that's actually helped protect Northern Ireland from a lot of the problems we face in England. Trust me. But anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. There was apparently more to this, but it was on GB News, so I'm not about that life. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.